Hello, children. Today, let's learn about personal pronouns. But before we learn about personal pronouns, let's find out what a pronoun is. So, let's go through a few sentences and try to understand pronouns and their role in English language. Here, there are three sentences about Samuel. Now, let's read these sentences. Samuel is a good cook. Samuel works in a bakery. Samuel bakes cakes and pies every day. Here, you must have noticed that there is something off about these sentences. All of these sentences begin with the name Samuel, which is an unnecessary repetition. Don't you agree with me, children? Here, the first sentence, Samuel is a good cook, has already introduced the noun to us. So there is no need to repeat it in the sentences that follow. In that case, what changes can we bring to make these sentences look natural? Now, we know that Samuel is a male. So in the second sentence, we can replace the name Samuel with the word or pronoun he. Same goes for the third sentence. In the place of the name Samuel, we use the word or pronoun he. Now let's read the sentences. Samuel is a good cook. He works in a bakery. He bakes cakes and pies every day. Now this sounds better. Here is another example for you children. Jaya is a teacher. Jaya teaches English. Jaya is a very good teacher. We all know that Jaya is a female. So to avoid the repetition of the name, we can replace it with the word she in the second sentence. As we are talking about the same person, we can replace the name Jaya in the third sentence with the word she. Here is one last example for you children. Look at this dog. Let's find out more about him. Tony is a dog. Tony is always angry. Tony barks a lot. Here, you must remember, children, Tony is the name of a dog, and a dog is an animal. So the word that we can use to replace the name Tony will be it. The same change can be applied in the third sentence as well. Now these sentences read like this. Tony is a dog. It is always angry. It barks a lot. So children, in all these examples, we have replaced the names of nouns with pronouns. So can you define a pronoun for me, children? Correct. A pronoun is a word used in the place of a noun. And some of the pronouns in English language are I, he, she, it, his, her, they, we, you, and us. Since these pronouns are used to represent a person, place, thing, or animal, they are also called as personal pronouns. So personal pronouns are pronouns that are related to people, animals, and things. And there are 12 personal pronouns in English language. I, he, she, it, his, her, they, we, you, us, me, and them. Now it's time for some practice, children. Here you have three sentences about Ria. Ria is 6 years old. Ria is in first grade. Ria likes to draw birds and animals. Ria is a girl. So instead of repeating the name Ria in the second and third sentences, we can use the personal pronoun she in these two sentences. Now let's read the sentences. Ria is 6 years old. She is in first grade. She likes to draw birds and animals. So children, we can say that personal pronouns help us understand the gender of the noun. They also tell us if the subject in a sentence is singular or plural. Here, the noun Ria is replaced by the personal pronoun she, which is a singular subject. So the noun or the subject here is singular. So we can say that personal pronouns tell us about the number of the noun, that is, whether the subject or object is singular or plural. It also gives us information about the gender of the noun. Let's look at the next sentence, children. Ronnie and I walk to school every day. Children, in this sentence, there are two nouns, Ronnie and I. So here we have a plural subject. So which personal pronoun should we use to replace the plural subject, Ronnie and I? Good job, I can hear you, children. So we should replace Ronnie and I with the personal pronoun we. We walk to school every day. So here, the personal pronoun tells us the number of the noun. That is, if the subject or the object is singular or plural. It also tells us if the pronoun is the subject or object of the sentence. Here, the pronoun we is the subject of the sentence. What about this sentence, children? Ravi bought a new car. Ravi drives the car to work. Here, let's replace the name Ravi in the second sentence with the personal pronoun he. That's right, children. Now we can also replace the object of the second sentence, which is the car, with the personal pronoun it, because a car is an inanimate object. So for inanimate objects, we use the personal pronoun it. Here the object pronoun it is singular. Similarly, the subject is also singular. So personal pronouns tell us if the pronoun is the subject or object of a sentence. It can also refer to things. Now children, are you ready for the next sentence? The cow is grazing in the field. In this sentence, the subject is the cow, and it is a singular noun. So what should we replace it with? The cow should be replaced with the pronoun it. We learned that to refer to animals and inanimate objects, the personal pronoun it is used. So personal pronouns tell us if the pronoun is the subject or object of the sentence. It can also refer to things and animals. Okay? Listed in this box are subject personal pronouns and object personal pronouns. The subject personal pronouns are used as substitute for proper and common nouns. The personal pronouns I, you, he, she, it, we, and they are used as subjects of a verb in a sentence, while the object personal pronouns me, you, him, her, it, us, and them take the place of the object of the sentence. Here I have included some sentences that show how personal pronouns act as the subject of a sentence as well as the object of the sentence. In the first sentence, I am drinking milk, I is the personal pronoun and it is the subject or the doer of the action. Coming to the second sentence, the work was done by me. Here, me is the personal pronoun and it acts as the object. Next one, you are smart. In this sentence, you is the subject. Then, the food made by you is tasty. Here, you is the object. In the sentence, he went to school, he is the subject. Whereas, in the sentence, I spoke to him, I is the subject and him is the object. Coming to the next sentence, she sang a song. Here, The personal pronoun she is the subject. And in this sentence, I spoke to her, I is the subject and her is the object. Moving forward, we walked. In this sentence, we is the subject. Then in the next sentence, the house was painted by us is the object. Here in this sentence, they are laughing. The subject personal pronoun is they. Whereas in this sentence, the house was painted by them is the object. So bear in mind, children, while some personal pronouns act as the subject of a sentence, other personal pronouns act as the object of the sentence. I hope this is clear to you. Now, there is one more aspect of personal pronouns that you must be aware of, children. In English grammar, there are three persons, which simply refers to the person who is speaking, or the person who is being spoken to, or being spoken about. And all the personal pronouns can be subdivided into these three persons, which is first person, second person, and third person. The first person refers to the speaker, and the pronouns that represent the first person are I, me, we, and us. The pronouns I and me replace singular nouns, whereas the pronouns we and us replace plural nouns. Coming to the second person, it refers to the person being addressed or spoken to. The second person pronoun is you. It is important to note that in the second person, the singular and plural are identical. So the pronoun you can refer to a singular subject as well as a plural subject. And only in a given context can we find out if the subject is singular or plural. The third person refers to the person or thing spoken about. So it talks about third parties other than the speaker. The personal pronouns that fall under this category are he, she, it, him, her, they, and them. The pronouns he, she, it, him, and her represent singular subjects. And the pronouns they and them replace plural subject. To understand this concept better, let's go through a few sentences, children. The first sentence given here is, I go for cycling every day. In this sentence, the personal pronoun is I, and it refers to the speaker, and it falls under first person. Here is another sentence, children. You must study hard. In this sentence, the pronoun you refers to the person being addressed. So it falls under the second person. Coming to the last sentence, she likes to read books. Here the personal pronoun she refers to the person spoken about or talked of. So it comes in the third person. So children, we can say that all the 12 personal pronouns fall into each of these three persons. That is the first person, second person, and the third person. Now the same information is provided in this table. Let's now conclude what we have learned so far, children. Personal pronouns replace the noun in a sentence. It can be a person, place, or animal. They show us the grammatical person. That is the first person, second person, or the third person. They also tell us about the number of the noun they replace. Personal pronouns also show the gender of the noun. They also show us the case, which is whether it acts as a subject or an object in a sentence. So this is everything about personal pronouns, children. Hope you find this video helpful. Thank you for watching, children. Have a great day.